Hello everyone, new video for a new story. Today we are going to plan our story 5 from the GrayBird collection. I am again going to pull a prompt from the usual account. I believe they put out challenges and contests. I don't think the account is still very active, I'm not sure, but well, still. Anyways, today I want to pull a prompt from their contest, Holiday Chills. I believe it is going to be about Christmas, I'm not sure yet. I don't particularly celebrate Christmas, but I think it's fascinating still. Let's see for our prompts. Alright, so the first one. A snow creature which kills for warmth. An entity freezing others to death for revenge. Santa punishes bad people for by sending them creepy Christmas gifts. Or there is a rumor going around town about the discovery of a set of large footprints from unknown origins in several locations. One day, you find the mysterious footprints right outside your house. Who or what left the tracks? And what could they want? While trekking a mountain, you come across a stranger who offers you a scarf for a small price. There's something odd about the seller, something that feels supernatural. And the last one, don't let the purple cat follow you home or she'll become your worst nightmare. Okay, so from these prompts, I am hesitating between these two. An entity that kills for warmth or an entity freezing others to death for revenge. Okay, so I thought that maybe I could mix these two first prompts. An entity or a creature that kills by taking people's warmth, but it does so for revenge. Each year around Christmas time, is Christmas like on the 25th of December? I'm not sure. As I said before, I don't really celebrate it. I think it is. From sundown on the 25th of December until sunrise, 26th. This entity goes around freezing anyone that is outside their home or taking their warmth and killing them for revenge. Thing is, I don't want it to be only one entity. I want it to be like multiple similar entities that do the same thing. And their revenge is going to be for a specific reason. But again, I will not dive deep into it in this short story. I would like to make an entire arc about it. I believe I mentioned this before. I would like to create a series where each season or arc has 10 chapters and focuses on one thing. For example, the first arc is going to focus a bit about the first story of the collection, Welcome to GrayBird Town. And it's going to answer questions about what happens on the road, on the way to GrayBird Town. And yeah, so for this one, it could be Arc 2 or Arc 3, I'm not sure. And it's going to explain where these creatures come from. Alright, so story 5. Let's give it a title type this way. The title, I am not sure yet. I am not sure of the title yet. Unlike Welcome to GrayBird, I did not plan a title for this one. Let's start with the POV. I want it to be first person. However, the character, just like Jack I was gonna say Jack in the Box or Jack Frost. Just like Jack in the Corner will not interact with the story. Not really. The character is a narrator. So, an inhabitant of the town that tells the story about the Christmas Eve. Is that it? Christmas Eve, I think. As I said, on the 25th of December, from sundown until sunrise, 26th of December. Does that count as Christmas Eve? I am not sure. You can correct me if I'm wrong. The place, near a fireplace, I guess. The character will tell the story near a fireplace. Oh my god. Oh, okay. In GrayBird town. Okay, perfect. Okay, so the word count. Again, it should be between 1K to 2K, I suppose. I don't know, depends on my mood that day, I guess, when I'll be writing. Okay, so timing from sundown on the 25th of December to sunrise on the 26th of December. Okay. What do we have then after timing? Okay, the main focus is going to be creatures that wander around town during the time lapse cited above. Yeah, above. Oh my god, cited above. They kill people by taking their warmth, so freezing them. But not only freezing them, they take their warmth for themselves, the creatures, in an act of revenge. An act of revenge, as I said, the act of revenge will be explained later on in a separate book or in the series. So, in the beginning, our character introduces themselves in their setting. They reveal that they live alone and that they no longer have any relatives for a specific reason. Basically, they lay the grounds for our story. They introduce the creatures and describe them. And then, in the middle, they talk about their encounter with one of the creatures. They describe how they lost their last relative that same day or night. Same night. In the end, just like Jack in the Corner, this character talks about how people have tried to stop these creatures. People have even turned towards the occult, witchcraft, in an attempt to get rid of them. But alas, nothing had worked. Character talks about how nobody knows why the creatures are vengeful. Why do they do what they do in GrayBird? So they describe how they lost their last relative that same night when they were only a child. They reveal that the creatures do so because they are vengeful, but still nobody knows why. They say that their encounter with the entity was different. Not many people survived an encounter. In fact, this character that tells the story is one of the only people that survived the encounter with the entity. So we said it was going to be a first person. The character is a narrator, inhabitant of the town that tells the story about Christmas Eve and the entity, of course. So they're seated near a fireplace in GrayBird Town, and they try to narrate the story. The timing, of course, is on the night of 25th of December. Anyways, our character introduces themselves and their setting. They reveal that they live alone and that they no longer have any relatives for specific reasons. So, of course, this reason is tied to the story, the entity that we're talking about. Otherwise, there is no reason talking about them living alone. We had another character living alone in Ostium. Our character lived alone, but that had no impact or no relation, no connection to the story. But here, the fact that they live alone and that they have no living relatives remaining is directly linked to this story, to the entity. It has something to do with the history of the family. I want to write it. So the fact that they live alone is directly linked to the story. It has to do with the history of their family. Okay. So they introduce then the creatures and describe them a bit, or what they remember of them. They say that their encounter with the entity was different. Not many people survived an encounter. Okay, so in the middle, they talk about their encounter, of course. They go more into details about the encounter. They describe how they lost their last relative that same night, of the encounter, of course, when they were a child, not the night where they're narrating. I don't think I need to specify that. When they were only a child, okay. They reveal that the creature do so because they are vengeful. The character talks about how people have tried to stop these creatures. People have even turned towards the occult and witchcraft in an attempt to get rid of them, but alas, nothing had worked. Character talks about how nobody knows why the creatures are vengeful. So we know that they are vengeful, they do what they do, but we don't know the why. And why does it only happen in GrayBird Town? So this planning was very quick. There's not much to it. It resembles an urban legend, I suppose, or folk tale for the town. Not much going on. Not much going on in this story. I hope. I mean, I don't know, because sometimes I do refer to the plan, but then when I write, I get inspired in a different way, and I go a bit off script. So maybe the story will turn out to be a bit longer than 2K words. Who knows? But for now, I think I am going to stop this video here. If you do want to read the result or the story that came out from this plan, the link will be in the description down below. I hope to see you in the next video, and I hope you will stay safe wherever you are. And bye-bye.